Ian, you look funny as hell there. Your little fingers in the air. That's brilliant.
I'm putting like that sort of phase.
Well, you always go
I don't
scissors
know what
first.
angle you were in the video. Seriously, it's such a weird crop.
I'm kind of leaning back. I'm not really sure.
I wonder if it was you were passing one of us by and just did a background reaction or something.
Am I though?
Like
Do you know what it is? It's when we told Ian he always went rock first. He changed to scissors and it caught him a bit off guard.
Oh, it could have been from rock paper scissors actually. It could have been from Nottingham actually. It could have been from the rock paper scissors.
That would make sense.
Oh, I think it was one of the thumbnail pictures actually.
Yeah.
I think because you did a stupid reaction on one of those.
One thing I will say is I'm not quite at the level of being stickered by Francesca that Milo is, but a few of them have started cropping up.
Many years. Now you're in the circle, it's a matter of time.
Ian, you are in the circle. Be mindful.
Start cherry picking things from your thumbnails. You better watch out too, Mark. You never know.
You never know when Francesca...
You carrying that tree, Mark, will be one next.
My roots.
The Italian strikes back.
Mark's roots. Sorry, your routes.
Oh,
routes.
I might do that on one vlog, actually, as a joke. And this is a rose with a lot of routes on it.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Incensed podcast with myself, Casual Coops, Ian Waterfall, and my favourite Masterful 27. Now, the 5-star eggs in April are looking very shiny. What pranks will we be pulling on the first? And we've also got some sizable surprises. And no, I'm not talking about Mark's poll. Boys, how are we?
They'll be gutted, actually. I thought you were...
What scale Mark's poll's going to be on this week? XXS or XXL?
We're getting into spring now, some of the challenges we had earlier in the year.
It's warmer climate.
It's a warmer
I don't know.
climate.
It's raining a lot at the moment, so it could be a little bit warped, actually.
A little bit.
Dear God. It's not a piece of driftwood.
A little bit soggy, a soggy Mark's poll.
Oh my God, let's not go there.
It's more humid, Coops. More humid.
We're not looking for that kind of sponsorship.
It's the same thing, and it's soggy and humid, Marky boy. It's the same thing, no?
Humid wood's probably
It's all
more
that grass around the base that's doing it.
Right.
It needs to do a bit of spring cleaning.
It's all those morlals.
Well, listen, enough of talking about Mark's poll. How is everyone tonight? Is everyone good?
Yeah, doing good, man. Doing good. Had a bit of a mad journey back from Bristol today in the weather that is affecting the poll.
Yep.
But it's good to be back on episode 164.
164.
164. Open the door. No, I don't know what I'm going on about. What about you, Marky? Ian?
So Coops' new career as a bingo caller.
I know. You've been very quiet, you two. What's going on? Are we good? Are we happy?
I'm just trying to think. The bingo call. It'd be screwed up if you were calling 164 at bingo, wouldn't you, Ian? Jesus, that'd be like crazy
Numbers
bingo,
quite go that
wouldn't
high,
it?
do they?
It'd be like Pokédex bingo, wouldn't it?
I was going to say I don't really go to bingo a lot, but it stops at 100, doesn't it, or 99? Is it? I don't know.
I think 99
idea.
is it.
I love that. Mine is. I'm thinking he's like, no idea. Don't know where it ends.
I'm not quite at bingo age yet.
Give it a couple of years, mate. Give it a couple of years.
He's already there, mate. He's lying. He's been doing it for years. He's been playing bingo for years.
Listeners, wait for the day that Ian's cold intro changes. I won £5 at bingo.
It's been 84 years.
2-line waterfall, they'll call it. 2-line waterfall.
What? Steady on.
Surely be Cascada.
I love that. For this round, we need 2 lines as a waterfall. 2 lines like a waterfall.
Is this bingo or ring of fire we're talking about?
I don't know. I've not played that one either, and you've never managed to get me to do it because I don't drink alcohol anymore, boys.
Yeah, exactly.
Breaking news.
Not that I've mentioned that for a few times.
I'm good, Coops, thank you. On holiday this week, so take advantage of you're all going to have a nice long weekend, hopefully, but take advantage of using very little holiday to enjoy a week and a bit off. So very nice, thank you, mate. Get ready to go to the coast tomorrow. We're going to the coast for 2 or 3 days. So.
In the rainy weather.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Milo. It's going to be good.
I was going to say, you know it's nearly April when everyone's using up their annual leave, right? That's when you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Year starts. Yeah.
Everyone at my work as well, they're like, annual leave, get it. But boys, and to all the listeners, of course, you have tuned in to Incensed Podcast for the 100, and you literally just said that, Milo, but I've forgotten it already.
6-4.
For the
6-4. Knocking on the door, Coops. Yeah.
6-4 out the door.
Sorry. It's the thing, I even cracked that really terrible joke, but yes, you're
actually, with the way Riverside is, Coops is out the door a lot of the time tonight.
Yeah, give it a moment.
Ian,
might have fixed it though. Might have fixed it. So anyway,
Ian, I'm not out the door. I'm on another bloody planet, mate, with this Riverside connection at this point.
Yeah, listeners, Coops needs a new computer.
Apple assistance required.
Apple care. I need some Coops care.
Oh, nice.
But on that note, boys, and obviously to all the listeners, you have tuned in for the 164th time. Please make sure the reason why you're listening is to be out and about on a walk. So please don't forget.
Oi, you dirty dogs, drop your incense.
And of course, while you're listening to us chat utter rubbish, make sure you tag us on all of our social media, which is going to be at Incensed Podcast. So let us know if you do get a shiny to be featured in my favourite section of the show, which is Shinies of the Week. Or, of course, we allow hundos. And I think, to be fair, we're really struggling to get people to sort of at us. So I think we'll take nundos at this point as well. So we'll take nundos.
We'll take anything, Coops, to be fair.
I think I have to agree, Ian. So make sure you tag us on our social media using the hashtag Shinies of the Week. And, of course, don't forget to...
Could you please clarify that spelling for me, please?
Yes, which is going to be hashtag SHINIESOFTHEWEEK. That way we can find you very, very, very easy. And like I said, we can read it out on my favourite part of the show, which is hashtag Shinies of the Week. But boys, let's move on the show into my second favourite segment, which is going to be...
And now, children, it's time for Getting to Know You with the Incensed Podcast.
Now, gents, to my three favourite gentlemen on planet Earth. I don't know if you guys know this, but tomorrow is the 1st of April, which means April Fool's Day, which is a very famous day. So my question to you guys for the Getting to Know You section for this week is going to be, have you ever fallen for someone's April Fool's joke? And if so, what was it? Now, this does need to be on the spectrum of quite major. It needs to be quite interesting, quite exciting. It can't be something silly like, oh, I fell for...
It doesn't want much.
Huh?
Doesn't want much.
No, but it can't be something rubbish like, oh, I fell for someone because they said I owed them a Twix or something like that. I want an actual really genuine...
Other chocolate bars are available.
Yeah, Snickers, Mars, yeah.
Hate Snickers.
But
bars.
The Americans, yeah.
So, Pogo Milo UK, we'll start with you again. If it's going to be rubbish, I'd rather you just be honest and say, I've actually never fallen for a good April Fool's. But I feel
it's all right.
I feel like we have.
Honesty is the best policy. Not really done like major practical joke sort of stuff on April Fools. It's usually just been some sort of silly
chocolate bar
thing.
joke.
It's almost like I don't know, what is it called, Whispers or something like that, where you pass a joke around or something.
Oh yes, you fell for the one where I said you owed me a Cadbury Whisper.
Sorry.
Yes, and I still do.
Is that your pillow? Is that your pillow talk, boys? There's a lot of all these little in-house jokes.
So
is that our little whisper thing?
Stuff and
that was in September anyway.
They're just jealous by that, don't worry.
Majorly in love, Marky.
Majorly in love.
I don't know. I would say that we fell for last year's April Fool's event, Pidgey Pandemonium. I thought it could be good, but it turned out to not be good. So, honestly, probably not really partaking in April Fools much as a family, to be honest, dude.
I know you're fine.
It's only up from here.
To be honest, I knew that would be the case. Now, to be honest, because it's my question, I think all three of you are going to have the same answer. So moving on to Ian Waterfall, where is your head at when it comes to April Fool's jokes, my friend? I'm going to copy Milo and say I haven't got one either.
Pidgey Pandemonium.
I think when I was younger, I was probably more gullible than I am now. So I probably have fell for April Fool's jokes in the past over the years. But anything that's memorable, no. Anything recent, no. Anything as your sort of specifications were massive or major, as you put it, no. So
just Pidgey Pandemonium.
One thing I did like. No, the 8-bit Pokemon April Fools in Pokemon GO didn't fall for it. We knew it was a thing, but that was actually great. And they kept it running for that long that we actually think, well, are they actually going to...
They had it running for about a week or 8 days, didn't they?
Yeah. So, again, if we take it back to Pokemon GO, but no, not really.
Fair. Like I said, to be honest, when I wrote this question down, I did think we were going to go 3 for 3. Marky, please try and even if you make it up at this point, please just make it up.
Seriously, I don't need to make things up. I'm going to take you back to Wednesday, the 1st of April, 1998. I remember it not so fondly. Like I said, it was a Wednesday. It was the middle of the week, and this was before mobile phones had internet capacity and technology as we know it now.
I'm loving this already. Love this.
And I was at college, passed my driving test in I want to say it was the back end of 97, very early 98. So very fresh driving and very freshly gullible and very freshly able to do anything that my friends asked me. But I'm not going to mention my friend because I'm not like that. I was asked if I could help because something had changed with their plans to collect them from East Midlands Airport on Wednesday, the 1st of April, 1998. Thought I was doing a good thing, travelling from Stratford-upon-Avon to East Midlands Airport. Probably took me about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 25 minutes of memory, think about where it was. And I remember getting there at the time that he told me to be there. And when I said I was there, he messaged me back and said, April Fools.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did some great April Fool's jokes. I played some awful pranks on my friends back then, so it's probably deserved it. But yeah, we weren't tame like you boys, unfortunately. We tried to better ourselves every year with it, certainly during college time. And they got me good and proper. And I think the thing that probably played a bit was it didn't happen last minute. It kind of led up to it, and I wasn't even thinking about the date. But yeah, drove to the airport. Fortunately, didn't pay for any parking by that point. That would be a very expensive April Fool's prank, other than the tank of fuel that I used to do it. So, Pidgey Pandemonium, and actually a proper April Fool's prank that I fell for. So
there you go. You got at least one.
I'm disappointed with you boys. That you're either lying or you really just aren't thinking back and being honest with us. Because I'm sorry, you would have had someone play a prank on you.
Yeah,
surely.
Like I said,
surely
there probably has been some, but nothing sizable. And I'm actually going to refer to something Hermes Ninja said in the Discord chat, the live stream chat. Sorry, I kind of vibe with this. Who remembers April Fool's jokes? Gosh, I can't even come up with anything, although I'm sure I have fallen for something at some point. And personally, it's not something that I've never really been caught that much. That
let's put it this way: if you've been caught badly, you'd remember it. And I think that's probably the saying it.
True.
So, I wonder if it's just being inherently distrustful of people.
But there probably is that as well. Yeah,
that's probably just got me in good stead. Like, nah, don't believe anything you say.
Got
Jesus Christ, Milo! I didn't realise you were 58 this year. Jesus Christ, you've had a tough year, a tough life.
To be fair, Marky, I've got to be honest.
There's been a swap between Ian and I.
I really appreciate you going back to 1998.
I'm not 58 yet.
Yeah, you are. You're 68.
Far off it.
But no, Marky, I appreciate you going back to 1998. That's crazy. But yeah, no, so my one was a few relationships ago. I don't know if you guys sort of are on TikTok, on sort of YouTube back then, but it was kind of like just started. It was like the craze a fair few years ago. Obviously now it literally everyone's on it all day long, every day. But a few years ago, it's quite new, quite current. Not everyone was on it. Anyway, one of my exes for New Year's, like they obviously had like a little fake recording in the corner of the room, and they like sat me down and said that they'd like cheated on me and left me for someone else, and they'd like filmed my whole reaction on a video.
That's brutal.
And then, to the point man, he started crying, and then when I got a bit teared up, they were like April Fools, and I was like, that was not funny. I was like, that is not allowed to be an April Fool's joke. Like, that is more like, I want to hurt you. Do you know what I mean? Rather than like a light-hearted...
It is, yeah, it is, yeah.
Rather than like a light-hearted April Fools.
No wonder you're so messed up, Coombs.
I'm not You're messed up.
Judging by the
I'm messed up, but I don't hide it.
Do you know what I love about Coops was he goes, yeah, having a few relationships ago, but about a couple of years ago, do you remember when TikTok was a thing?
I'm like, it happened a couple of ages ago. Do you remember back in 2022?
Without calling back to 2022, Faith, maybe?
Oh, do you remember? Oh my God. I wonder what she's up to now. I wonder what she's up to.
No, you don't.
Well, actually, funny you should say that, because...
Guesting tonight.
We've got her here tonight.
Imagine. We've got a special guest. She now does Pokémon GO YouTube. Oh, don't worry, Daxi. I still wouldn't leave you for her. No worries. Well, anyway, gentlemen, We have just come off the back of really bad April Fool's stories. No, we've just come off the back of a Primal Groudon weekend last weekend. Unfortunately, shock horror. I didn't manage to play it. I was busy. I had a family do on the Saturday, which was a shame because I've got 400 Groudons, so I really, really did need the XL candy. So let's go round. How was everyone's, weekend? How was everyone's afternoon on Saturday? What did we get? XL candy, shiny rate. Talk to me. I have watched one or two little videos. Pokemon UK, how was it for you, my friend?
Well, like we always say, love a raid day. I do think, having compared it to Kyogre, that Groudon seemed to be much more of an incentive for people to go and do it, even if it were remoting or in person. We had a much bigger crowd out for Groudon compared to Kyogre, and any remote raid, basically, I tried to join, it always said, raid lobby full, raid lobby full, raid lobby full. I'm like, okay, guys, you need to start doing private groups, send your invites out, and then do it. Well, because you're in the same time zone as me, Ian.
Oh,
do you think I'm going to waste a remote with Vasa?
Oh.
Sorry, Ian. The only other thing I can take some comfort in knowing you wouldn't have had the predicament you did on Kyogre, because Groudon was a bit easier to take down with his double weakness to water. In terms of the raid event, thoroughly enjoyed it. The shiny rate was, again, for me, a bit iffy. I think I got 3 out of a total of what turned out to be about 49, 50 raids, which isn't amazing, but not too bad. The best I got was a 98%, which will be traded away because I'm only one behind Coops. I've got 300%ers from over the years.
Get on my level, Milo. Get on my level.
I need to get on your level. I'm hoping that the Shadow Groudon that dropped a few days ago, maybe that can come in clutch and be good IVs. And that's kind of what I was going for. The XL candy for Groudon if we get a decent Shadow. And the rare XL drop seemed to be much better this weekend. I don't know about you boys. We'll find out a bit later. But I got about 25 to 27 rare XL candies from this selection of raids compared to Kyogre, which only gave me 10. So they definitely changed something with the ticket bonus, which was nice to see. And apart from that, there's not much else to really say. Thoroughly enjoyed the day, smashed all the raids that we could do, good crowd. Brief amount of rain, which was kind of not ideal during the middle of the raid day here in London, but thoroughly enjoyed it. What about Cascada, Mr. Waterfall?
So what I will say with my raid day, there was a stark contrast between Kyogre last week, I should say the week before, and Groudon last week. For some reason, and you know what, Kyogre's got a magical, fond place in my heart. I love Kyogre. But Groudon, it brought people out. People just wanted to raid Groudon. Whitfield is right that I saw substantially more people out raiding. There were more people jumping in remotes. And Groudon, with its double weakness to water, is an easier mon to take down. So it was a combination of those things. And yeah, I mean, I was going around. A group of kids decided to not latch on to me and Dom, but they were doing the same raid. So literally every gym we went to, there was like 5 kids, like about 10 steps behind us, doing the same raids. It benefited them. It benefited us. It was a thoroughly enjoyable raid day. Who doesn't love a raid day? We all love a raid day. I didn't bang out as many raids as Whitfield, although throughout the day, I managed 30. It's a reasonable
30?
number.
Okay, Ian. Okay.
That was including remotes and in person, and I ended up with 4 shinies. Best shiny I got was courtesy of Billy in Bend, Oregon, and that was sort of high 80s. And the best Groudon I got overall for the raid day was a 96%. So not great, but you know what? I'll take it. In terms of what Milo said about the XL drop, I didn't get anywhere nearly as many as he did, but I did get 12 XL drop from the 30 I did, which actually, well, rare XL, I should say, which I actually was pretty happy with. What about you, Titchmarsh27?
So I've got some observations to this event. I did 24 raids, in person and remote. I got 0 Candy XL rare, which I thought was awful. Yeah, I had a few people comment on that from what I've shared with the evidence to speak. So, yeah, that was awful. Other than the 96%, which I got in my first raid I did, all the rest of them were awful. And they all started 22, pretty much, on the IVs, which was horrific.
Yeah.
No shinies for the 24 either. So
no shinies.
Made me feel the love.
Jeez.
But on a positive note,
mouth.
yeah, on a positive note, I didn't waste a lot of time doing it. I did most of them remote, to be fair, which is nice. A lot of people joining. I think the final thing was I got caught out with it. I thought it was 5 hours again, but it's only 3 hours. Yeah. I thought the Kyogre went on long, and I went, this is a bit weird. Yeah. They don't do it well. They did probably with the Camdy XL drop, rare drop, and the no shinies. In my opinion, they probably cocked it up a little bit. But no, I mean, it's all random. We get it. Groudon, lovely to see it again. Be gone now for a while, and let's just enjoy the Shadow Groudon encounter. If it's anything like my Kyogre, I won't care about any of that. What about you, Koopy? Oh, you've already said you didn't do it, didn't you? So,
well, thanks for rubbing that in. Technically, mate, it sort of lasts for about 10, 11 hours when America's finished. Hey, you know me, mate, up till the early hours doing those remotes. Mate, yeah, like I said, life
I bet Dax will send you all the remotes one to
Okay, Hoops. Chill out. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm pretty sure at some point, maybe in the foreseeable future, it will come back as a significant raid boss for maybe 2-3 weeks, so I can actually, go a little bit hard.
Everything comes back in this game, so it'll be back.
Thank you, John. Appreciate
it. John Waterkey.
John Cascade.
John Cascade.
John Hankerfall. Sorry, that was the one I wanted.
Hankerfall.
Oh my God.
Hankerfall. No, I like that. That's my favourite one. But yeah, look, like I said, Char, I'm not trying to flex again, but I've got a lot of good Groudon, so I really do need, 3.6? I need 1,150 XL. That's crazy.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, look, it is what it is. And like John said, just wait and see. But Jeds, another event, this one's fairly old now, the Verdant Wonders, the Zarude. I shouldn't really say it. I'm saying it like it's a free event. You've really got to pay for the Zarude. But have you guys got your IVs on your Zarude? I'm pretty sure, Milo, you would have been gifted it 12 times over. Marky, same as you.
I wish I might have had more shots at it.
Yeah. Does it work like that? I know, Ian, you've obviously busy. I don't know if you've had a chance, but what's everyone's Zarude IVs? I know that was quite a big thing the last sort of week, especially on the old social media space. I know people are like, was mine better than the one I got 2 years ago? Where's everyone at, Milo? What are your IVs saying? Worse, better? You wish you didn't pay for the ticket? Or did you wish you didn't get gifted the ticket?
I'll never turn down a gifted ticket, and I did get a shiny from the rewards, which was really nice. However, RNG can be a son of a gun with this sort of thing, and I feel like on this Zarude encounter, like the one in 2021, I got firmly slapped down by Mark's poll because it was one single HP point higher than the one from 2021.
Right.
So it's an improvement.
It's higher. Exactly. Yes. It's higher.
It is. It's higher, but still just as god awful. But RNG is what it is in terms of that sort of thing. I just got to hope that when eventually they get around to doing a shiny variant, I'm not even sure if the shiny Zarude is available in the main series games at this point, to be honest, that we can get some better luck.
Now, Ian, is your Zarude IVs higher or lower than Pogo Milo UK's?
Well, I feel I've been set up because I told you this on Sunday. I'm still on stage.
We don't plan this show.
I'm still on stage 2 of 5. And some of us don't have the luxury of banging them out because it's not new, but the hours I work, I don't get time to play it. So if I'm going to do something like this, it has to be done at the weekend. And yeah, 2 of 5, no Zarude for me.
No, not yet. You should say no Zarude yet. We'll catch up with you in 6 weeks' time. Marky boy, what about you?
6 weeks, you're optimistic.
So, I mean, I don't need to keep repeating myself. Like me and Ian both say the same thing all the time, real life and all that. But no, I put a bit of time aside to bash this out because I wanted to do it. And I think the weekends been the only time to really do it. Still enjoyable to make some time aside for an event. And I think my Zarude was worse than the first time around, which was a bit unfortunate, but it was better with the IV spread this time around. So I'm probably happier with it, bizarrely, than the first one. So the first one I got was a 91% IV, and I did power that up to level 40 at the time. Mm-hmm. But I think I'll probably power this one up to level 40 as well, because this one was an 86%, but it did have a 15 attack and a 14 defense, which I think was actually pretty good. You need the defense with the attack. That gives you the best balance. So, and it is a great Pokemon. It's the only dark grass type one, isn't it, in the game? Is it the only dark grass?
No, there's Shiftry.
Shiftry. But Zarude's better, isn't it? It's a better performance.
Zarude I think, is the best non-shadow, non-mega grass type. overall, so it's actually solid.
Yeah, but in terms of the event...
Well, hang on. Coops, did you get Zarude?
Yeah.
Oh, the Coops hasn't got it, so we took... Sorry, Coops, go on.
Spoilers. Hold on. I might have got a hundo. How do you know? No, mate. I didn't.
Coops, you didn't even play Groudon.
Yeah. Can I wait? Can I just say, going off the back of the last show I was on, it was very funny when I mentioned the ticket. I did actually get gifted a ticket. So, Barside, thank you very much. That was very, 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 very sweet of you. But no one sent me the Zarude ticket, so I didn't do it. Yeah, Marky, what about you? You said about the event, buddy.
I'm going for a bit of a problem at the moment, Ian. If I'm being honest with you, do we tell what my problem is?
You getting too many shinies?
Nothing medical, hopefully.
It is since having the haircut, it's all gone. The power's gone, Ian.
Oh no, the shiny light was
Samson.
in your
It's gone
locks.
Samson. It's gone Samson biblical reference. It's gone.
we don't talk Bible in this show.
I thought you were saying Samsung. I'm like, what?
Samsung.
I thought you were saying Samsung. I'm like, yeah, well, that's Android. No wonder.
Does Android need the 5G from your hair?
So when I played the event and I did it over 2 or 3 days before haircut on Saturday, couldn't move for shinies. Shinies everywhere. Couldn't believe how many 5 shinies in less than 8 hours of playing. Couldn't believe it.
Damn, boy.
Couldn't
That's why you
believe
didn't
it.
get any Groudons.
Got my shiny Pampor,
Nice.
which I needed. Complete the family. Sue traded me with the first one, actually. Sue, thank you. I evolved your one now. Shiny Doduo. Nice. I know someone who needs that. Shiny Spearow.
Full odds.
Shiny
Beautiful.
Cottony with the costume.
Hey.
With a flower crown.
Hey.
And hatched a shiny Mantike as well, which I thought was
Nice.
pretty
GG's.
pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie, I did
Then
see
I had
that
the
in the video.
haircut. Then I had the haircut. And it all went wrong. Bad IVs, nothing shiny.
Did you
I'm
ask
on
for
today-
100?
No.
Sorry,
But
man, that's
hey.
a joke from before your time.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
what did you say?
confused, yeah.
But Ian, I'm sure you did well with the time you gave to it, didn't you, mate?
No, I literally throughout the whole event, I did get one shiny, and the shiny I got actually I'm happy with, but I was really checking every Flabébé I saw and nothing.
Same.
I checked every elemental monkey and nothing. I still need the Pan Sage. I did, however, on Saturday get the shiny Cottony with the flower crown, and you know what? I'll take that.
Get in there.
So that was it. That was all I got from the whole event. It wasn't shining for me.
Those Flababies were very, very, very hard to find, weren't they? Oh, the shinies were.
Come on, Whitfield, reel off your list.
Well, I tried for the Flabébé and it didn't happen, despite having the incense boost from the ticket, where you get more spawning off of the incense. And I ran incense constantly. If I was in the car, as a passenger, incense was running, bit of GPS drift in the basement flat here. Incense was running and everything. Didn't sparkle any Flabébés, but I'm not too worried about that because that is all of them are featured in some way throughout different Go Fest this year, as we read out the spawns before. So now they can be shiny. They're definitely something to go for wherever you happen to be traveling to. The event started pretty solidly. First shiny was a random Absol from the Zarude research, which was nice. It was a 93 shiny, which is not cutting my mustard, but it's still wonderful. Then a few random things was a random Tangler. Won't say no to it.
Like Tangler.
An Oddish that was a misclick into a Pokestop.
Of course it was a misclick. Of course it was.
Yeah, I wanted the Pokestop for a gift, definitely.
Yeah.
And
Hop
an
Hip?
Oddish
Did you get Hop
sparkled. No, I didn't get Hop Hip. I didn't get a chance to play Spotlight Hour tonight either. So no Hop Hip for me.
Takes away that issue potentially. Like
Thank
that,
you to the M4 traffic. That was great tonight. But I did fall victim to what I think every content creator goes through at some point in their time.
What did you get?
Before Groudon Raid Day began, we were going to go and get a coffee and do the remotes in Europe, and I clicked on a shiny Cottony with a costume. And I should have known. I should have known. It was 404 CP, so something was bound to go wrong. And I was like, right, I'll set the camera up.
Error.
Yeah, exactly, error. I put the camera up, and I was like, right, what I've got used to doing now is exiting the encounter and then sort of leaving
I'll
it in
never
as if you
do that. I
freshly
learned this
find
in
it.
Dortmund.
See, I haven't had this issue before, and this is where it fell victim. As I walked up to the camera, did bits and pieces, and as I was about to click it, I watched it go, poof, despawn.
It went.
That happened to me, didn't it, Mark, with an
mate.
Eevee at Dortmund Go Fest? Yeah.
And it happened to me with a Galarian Zigzagoon, which was shared with Milo.
Yeah, that's why I never do that now. I always use the
rest
AR
assured,
button.
I will never be making that same mistake ever again. Ever. So I think for the next hour and a half, I was dead silent, absolutely fuming.
Wait. So you lost the whole new Cottony. The one with the...
Yeah, I lost a new Cottony.
Yeah, if it despawns, it's like poof.
It's gone. Like the spawn disappeared. I saw it. You see it on the screen recording. It goes poof, smoke gone.
Yeah.
Which is just unfortunate.
The thing is, though, like now you've got like the move with Palkia, where you can increase your radius spawn.
Yeah, I had that running.
I know you did.
Of course you did. Yeah, of course you did. Yeah.
Of course you did.
I don't know how much dust I burnt this event. Seriously.
But I tell you, Ian, it was so funny. When it happened to me, I was listening to a podcast actually, Incensed podcast. Check it out. It's good fun. If you've not stumbled across
those guys.
Yeah.
As it happened to me, and Coops, you'll love this.
God.
Ian says, as it happens, do as I say, not as I do. And Ian says that literally as I click off the Galarian Zigzagoon, and you see it go poof.
God,
And I went,
it's so annoying.
Ian, you did it in Dortmund, didn't you?
In Dortmund, yeah.
Everyone makes
That was
that
the first time
mistake
we
once.
met, actually, and I was like kicking myself.
You make that mistake once, and it will never happen again.
We've all done it, Whitfield.
I have to say, the Sunday was very much redemption day. I went out and grinded the research tasks, and I was out for about 4 hours, and I did get another Cottony. So I did get one back, which is great. And then not so stylish end to the event was a random Swablu. But in terms of the actual event, I thoroughly loved it. I absolutely loved this event. I don't know, there was something about the spawns and what was available. The only tinge of negativity is the fact that Cottony as a research reward was lumped in with other stuff, but at least it was available in 2 different tasks, which is good. It was like the Catch 5 and Walk 1K, which you can go for either or. The rewards that they lumped in with it were terrible. It's like, you can get the brand new shiny costume or Vulpix. Oh dear God. But I really love the chase for the different Flabébés. The elemental monkeys was a really good call. And I don't have Cutiefly as a shiny, so that was a grind too. Didn't get it this time around, so I'm hoping there's another event down the road with it in. But there was Shroomish for boosted Stardust, which was everywhere. And somebody, after I got my Oddish shiny and complained about it, said, don't forget, Oddish can be Ditto. And I was like, oh, yes, it can. It can be Ditto. So Ditto was boosted spawn, technically, in this event as well, if you needed to get that. Quadruple thumbs up from both my hands.
Lots of Zarude encounters. I like the Zarude encounters. It'd be very frequent.
Zorua, yes. Boosted Zorua is amazing.
It's nice. It depends what your buddy is, doesn't it? But I do like seeing shiny Pachirisu always appearing on the map during the event. It was quite cute seeing it.
My Anamorous is the one that pops up constantly.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard.
Yeah, we've heard about that.
I mean, it's pink, so
Not in public with Milo.
it's a pink Pokemon. But do we dare ask, Coops, did you manage to flick the game on quickly at some point during the course of this event to check out
I hate you.
your Oddish spawns?
Why do you do this? Why do you? I can see
Because
why
we
you
have
love
this
it already.
conversation.
No.
Bless him.
Bless him.
Sorry, Coops. That was so condescending. I do apologise. Bless him.
Mate, you're fine. Come on then. Votes then. What are we voting? The Verdant Wonders event. Obviously, me. I can't comment. Pokemon UK. What are you voting it?
I'm giving this one a firm 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
I absolutely loved it. No event can be absolutely perfect, and the thing with the Cottony and the research and multiple rewards is probably the only negative point. But I loved the spawns, loved the the research that you could do for it, and just there was so much to chase in sort of multiple facets of it. So it was great in my view.
Wow, Immortal.
Can't disagree with what Whitfield said. So the spawns were good. There was something to chase. There was so many shinies to chase. I mean, the Flabébés, the monkeys, the Cutiefly, the Cottony. There's so much in this event that for what I played it, I don't felt I got my just reward, but I can't really blame RNG for the actual event itself. I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it an 8.
Wow, Masterful 27.
So I don't know how other people are doing on their Master at Research, Glimmers of Gratitude research line, but
Still
I,
on
for
stage
one, was grateful for Johto spawns
But
during this event. I have never clicked on so many Hoppips in my life and caught them
Milo
gratefully. He certainly has. I used the event outside of the points that Milo and Ian have both rightly made to do some real work on that. And I've now got 3 or 4 complete on my Masterwork research. So just focusing on Johto now to get on to page 2. Maybe in the next 2 or 3 months I'll be there. However, it was a solid event. I'll tell you what, Ian, I'm a bit confident. I messed up on Hoppip Spotlight Hour tonight. The weather stopped me getting out there and really quick to get out.
I didn't even see it. I was working.
But what my own have said, agree with most of it, if not all of it. For me, an event needs to have a free-to-play element to it, which allows you to chase. There was stuff to chase at this event. New shinies. We can all get 3 different Flababies, orange, white, and red for us. You've got the evolutions. So you've got 9 potential that you need there for what you can get access to. Costume Pokemon. I'm a sucker for costume Pokemon. And I do like the fact there was one. It's a good shiny as well, Cotton Ears. And I really, really enjoyed the time I was submerged in the game playing it and how good the spawns were during the event. I'm going to go with Milo on this one. And I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because, like you said, you can never get a 10er. There's no 10 for 10s in this world.
Nothing's perfect.
9 out of 10.
No.
So you've basically given it 2 10s and no, I'm joking. Well, boys, can I ask you a serious question before we move on? Do you mind?
No, go for it, bud.
Yeah,
What?
sure.
Yeah.
What?
Do we want to talk?
Sorry, because you two are I'm there going, yeah, all right. And you two are like, do it.
We know what sort of questions Coops comes out with.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
nothing
Go on, Coops.
weird. It's nothing strange. But do we want to talk about old news or do we want to talk about new news?
It is. It's the news.
As is always the way with the end of a month, we've got April's content update, boys. And we're going to start with what I think is some very good news on the 5-star raid front. Obviously, we've got Tapu Lele kind of overlapping until the 4th of April. But then, from the 4th of April to the 12th of April, we will have Katana back in the Northern Hemisphere and Celesteela in the Southern Hemisphere. And boys, it's time. They're dropping as shinies for the first time in the game.
Dun, dun,
It's about time. It really is.
So bring back the horrendous queues for getting into a Celesteela raid. Probably try and make friends with some Southern Hemisphere folks now ahead of time. Katana shinies silver and Celesteela shiny goes white, so they're good ones to chase.
Ooh.
We've had 2 Tapus. We're going to have the 3rd one coming through. April the 12th to the 25th. Tapu Bulu is returning. Obviously, it can be shiny.
Remember what Coops used to call it?
Tapu Bundalenga.
Thunder, wasn't it?
What do you mean used to call it, mate? It's the name.
Oh, sorry. What
It's-
Coops does call it.
Well,
What's
I
Tapu
will say,
Bulu? It's Tapu Bundalenga.
this Tapu Bundalenga is getting a new featured attack. It's Nature's Madness. That's coming through now. Obviously, all the Tapu seem to be getting that this time around, so that's there. And I will say, it's a bit of a damp squib for the end of April. It will be the 25th of April through to the 2nd of May is the register. Registeel is coming back.
The cash register.
Yeah. So that's absolutely amazing. And you're going to have
Wait,
some
by the way,
raid hours.
Have we seen Katana? Are they good shinies? Have we seen them? Do we know what they're like?
I did say a few minutes ago,
Milo
Katana
just
silver
described them.
and Celesteela is white.
Sorry, I was
Yeah.
I was doing
He's so
GBL.
out. There you go. Oh my God.
No, I really
Kick him.
wasn't. It's Master League. I wasn't.
Oh, dear God. Anyway, you are obviously going to have some raid hours in the month of April. They run Wednesday, 6 to 7 p.m. your local time. April the 3rd, Tapu Lele, Katana and Celesteela in their respective hemispheres are on April the 10th. So get your remote raid passes out for that. And then Tapu Bulu is getting a double whammy of April the 17th and the 24th.
The only crumb of comfort is that Registeel's probably the best shiny of the Reggie family, in my opinion, obviously.
It's the best of a bad bunch.
Oh, very much. Awful bunch. We have mega raids that have been announced for April. And between April the 4th and April the 13th, we have a mega Charizard X, unfortunately. Boo. Between April the 13th and April the 25th, we have a new one, a debut in the game. we're going to have Mega Herracross.
Ooh, nice. It's about time a new Mega was dropped, and Herracross, gorgeous.
Absolutely. And then from April the 25th to May the 2nd, yeah, a bit like Registeel, unfortunately, we've got Mega Aggron bringing up the rear.
So, Mark, I've got to ask, Mark, as your honorary title of the Mega Connoisseur, how do you rate Mega Herracross?
I'm going to be honest with you, Ian. Are you ready for this? When I saw some people recreating the Mega Herracross Shiny on social media to try and get ahead of the curve and show that it was coming into the game, I thought it looked a bit too cartoony for my like. It had a bit of a silly face on it. However, seeing it on the official Pokemon post, I approve of it. I like it.
Nice.
And they're obviously between 10 a.m. and 10 a.m. 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. Love that. Duh. We also have Shadow Raids, and Shadow Entei will be appearing in raids during the weekends in April. And that is probably my favourite shiny, I reckon, out of the dogs. I do like that one.
But with a new month brings new events, and in April we've got a few to look forward to. So starting on, in just a couple of days, the 4th of April to the 9th of April, this one's for Mark, it's called Sizeable Surprises.
Yeah.
And that'll run from 10 a.m. local to 8 p.m. local. The 7th of April, we talked about it last week, but boys, Community Day Classic.
Is that a 60-second timer? Off you go.
Well, I think it might be, Coops. Yes, Bagon Community Day Classic is Sunday, April 7th, 2024, between 2 and 5 p.m. Bagon will appear more frequently in the wild, evolving Shelgon into Salamence during the Community Day Classic, or I think a couple of hours after, will give you the Charge Attack Outrage. There will be a $1 Community Day special research story called probably Bagon Community Day Classic, and that will give you some encounters, some other good stuff, and right, if you want. The event's bonuses will be 3 times XP for catching Pokemon, just like the recent Community Day for Litten. Lures and Incensed, excluding daily adventure incense, activated during the event will last for 3 hours, and there will be a few snapshots during the Community Day. Mark, what does that mean?
5.
Field research will be available during the Community Day Classic, and those will include a few various goodies, but ultimately the ones that you want will be the encounters. There will be Pokemon showcases and event bundles, and that's your Community Day Classic, hopefully within a minute.
Oh, well done, E. Well done.
Well done, Ian.
So after the Community Day Classic, we move on to the Bug Out event. Runs April 12th to April 17th. And I mean, bug events can go either way, but it's been a while since we've had one, actually, thinking back.
3 years, hasn't it been? Has it been 3 years?
Yeah, I think there might have been 22, maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while. Now, here is the big one. Mark your calendars, because I guarantee that if you're listening to this and you don't want to do this, then really I would go and seek help. April the 13th, Mega Herracross Raid Day.
Wowza.
We all have a raid day. It'll be a chance to get those shinies. It'll be a chance to stock up on Mega Energy. And it's just going to be an all-out fun day. 3 hours raid day. April 20th will bring us April's Community Day, which is the week after, which is good because for Kyogre and Litten, it was a little bit too much having 2 events, 2 consecutive days. Now, Sustainability Week is back April 22nd through 26th. That will again run 10 a.m. local to 8 p.m. local. And April 28th, to round out April, we've got a Hatch Day. The Mon hasn't been announced, but that will run between 2 and 5 p.m. So April's looking pretty good, in my opinion, boys. What do you think?
I'm very content with those events.
I'm content with the April content.
Hopefully they're good in practice as well as on paper.
Yeah. I mean, the bug event could go either way.
Well, mate, I have to agree. Speaking of Weedle, I have to agree. It actually looks like a really positive month, which sort of leads us on to probably one of my used to be favourite times of the month, which is going to be Spotlight. And this is going to happen every Tuesday from 6 until 7 p.m. your local time. Now, on April the 2nd, the first Tuesday of April, is going to be Zubat Spotlight Hour. And So I'll try to be really serious then. And this is going to be of 2 times transfer candy. Then on April the 9th, you're going to get Croagunk Spotlight, which is decent. And that is going to be 2 times Evolution XP. And then on April the 16th, from 6 until 7. Now, I don't know if this has got something to do with the bug event, but we are going to be able to get Caterpie, Weedle, and Wurmple. And that is going to be 2 times catch Stardust for all 3 of those
live stream on that one, Milo.
They get you with the dust.
Get your bugs out, Milo.
Yeah.
Milo be live streaming. I mean, that is, and then he will though. He will. And on April the 23rd, the week after, with 2 times catch XP again, is going to be Trubbish, so a decent one. And then to end off the month on April the 30th, it's going to be Clefairy with 2 times catch candy. By the way, the good thing about all of those Pokemon that I just spoke about, they can all be shiny. So
transferred.
It's a shame the transfer candy's on the first one
Mass
of the month.
transferred.
It is, yeah.
Marky, I love that. They can all be transferred. Oh, amazing. But yeah, so, I mean, April, apart from the Bug Spotlight Hour, I think it's looking quite positive.
I love how the Spotlight Hour after the Pokemon that has double catch is better for Stardust because Trubbish is boosted dust as a Pokemon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why would anyone do the Pokemon apart from me?
Oh, Milo. Of course you
I'll
will.
see you on
Milo
Tuesday on
chasing all the
YouTube,
shiny
mate.
Weedles.
No, you won't.
And I think Mark's hoping that the hatch day will be Swaddle, Francesco said in the chat.
Hashtag
This is
Community
the
Day.
year. In the background, I've been doing a 3-year journey to get my Shundo Swaddle. It could happen on this hatch day. It could happen.
April 20th.
April 20th. It's got to
Watch
be
your
this year,
space.
hasn't it? What's your space?
Swaddle Con Day. Coming up.
Well, let's take a break from the news because we've got more of that coming up later. I'm going to jump in and I'm going to take this away from, I don't know, Ian was threatening about being the Game Lord this week, but I'm going to be the Game Lord because if you listen to last week's show, I did pretty good at a quiz. So we're going to play a game that we can all be involved in tonight. Ian, that is...
Ouch.
Chasing the tail, chasing the tail, tail to chase, it's chasing the tail.
I like that reverb at the end there. Did you hear that? I kept going...
I don't know if that's intentional.
Someone's playing that live then. That was brilliant. I feel like Jules Holland were here. We've got the band in the corner of the shed playing the live jingles. But no, we've got Chasing the Tail. And this is a game, for anyone who hasn't heard it before, where it's a game with the names of Pokemon.
Pokenomes.
It's a word associated.
They're outside Mark's shed. Pokenomes are.
Pokenomes.
It's a word association game using the names of Pokemon. So if I said Axew, that ends with the letter W. The next person would have to name a Pokemon starting with the last letter of the Pokemon named. Wailord would be quite a good one in that situation. However, there are a few little rules to go along with it. The first one is you can't repeat a Pokemon. Doesn't matter if it's a new round and someone's been eliminated. Once it's used, it is used for the entirety of the game. The second rule, yes, there is a second rule, is if you take too long to think of an answer, you will get a buzzer that will be timing you out. Ian's on control of that. You're probably going to get about 2 seconds, I reckon, if you're lucky tonight.
I feel like Ian's going to be harsh on this.
And the third rule, which has recently been introduced because of me and Coops, is if you make up the name of a Pokemon that doesn't actually exist, or you get it with the wrong letter, you're out as well. So
Goodness.
it's just no coming back.
Just for the listeners, I've never done that, by the way, ever.
I think Clink Clank was one of my personal bests.
Don't know what you're going on about.
Worryingly, Coops called me out on. Damn you, bugger. But anywho, I'm going to start this, and the order we're going to go on is Vassafal, Pokemon UK, and Coops, and we will keep going around in a cycle until someone goes out. The person that loses that round starts for next round. So, guys, are we ready?
Already, we haven't played this in forever, actually.
It's been a hot minute.
been a while.
Mark, you do the order again because I actually want to win this.
Okie dokie. So, I'm going to change it around then. I'm going to put Ian before Coops now. This will be fun times. So, the order will be me, that's Vassafal 27, Ian Vassafal, Cooper, and then Milo.
You are cruel.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm glad I asked.
I'm after the casual then. Right.
Right. So, I'm going to start. And the first Pokemon tonight is Whale Lord.
Doduo.
Omanite.
Excadrill.
Ooh, Lunatone.
Ekans.
Scyther.
Rods.
Sawaddle.
Set up.
Eevee.
Execute.
Esper.
Rattata.
Axew.
Wailmer.
Riolu.
Umbreon.
Nidoran.
Nidoking.
Gothita.
Apom.
Magmar.
Riolu.
Repeat.
Oh, I thought it was.
Repeat!
I thought it was. No.
Aw.
Hooper.
Cooper,
Damn you
I'm
and
done
your
by the
sound effects.
Riolu.
I knew you'd said that, but
You said it anyway.
Okay, fine. I'll be gracious and I'll take the L. Okay, Pokemon UK. Your Pokemon is Stethoscope. No, I'm joking.
Is that a Gen 10 Pokemon?
No, sorry.
What does it evolve from?
Let
Telescope.
right, no, let me be serious. Pokemon UK, your Pokemon is
It evolves from endoscope.
Ian. We're focusing.
Sorry.
Milo, yours is Celesteela.
Ambipom.
Mudkip.
Pachirisu.
Uxie.
Espeon.
Noctowl.
Ledian.
Nincada.
Ampharos.
Smoliv.
Empoleon.
I'm afraid Smoliv ends with a V.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of Olive.
You mean the correct spelling?
Oh.
No, I can confirm it does end with a V.
Yeah, I can't see that, Miley. No, it doesn't exist.
Oh, okay.
Right, so I'm out. I will go first. This is for Ian.
Mm-hmm.
So mine is Victory Bell, which is what I should have said before. Ian,
Wait, what? Was that a thing? Was that legit?
Ian was moving.
I didn't freeze. I literally just totally blanked. I was not expecting.
We're all waiting
that.
with anticipation for something. Yeah, nothing
Ian,
happened.
I saw you blink when he's definitely not frozen.
I thought he'd froze for a minute. I was thinking, what? And
freeze.
then he went,
No, I didn't freeze. I froze, but I didn't freeze. I was so not expecting one to end in an L. I didn't have anything in my brain, which is normal, to be fair. So well done, Whitfield.
Yay.
You may or may not be the Game Lord next week.
Wow, you cannot. There is a sacred thing with the Game Lord title. You may not undo it.
But last week when I threatened you both because you did me over in the pub quiz,
It's not my
Coops was
fault you
hosting
don't
this week
know
'cause you'd swap
about
weeks with him.
Machu Picchu.
Magic Witsu.
Well, based on your quiz last week, I know about nothing.
Oh,
Well, I've been there. I thought the shard had 5 windows, mate. It's all good.
GG's, man. Yeah.
The Coops thought a diameter was a different form of measurement.
Okay, enough. Don't know why you're piping up.
Well, you weren't piping up.
The Japanese flag, wasn't it? The
To be
Japanese
honest,
flag.
I'm more upset of us that we let
Japanese flag, yeah, that's a square, isn't it? Yeah.
we let
Is
Milo
it a
Square.
red triangle or something?
Was it
Yeah.
Milo win these games? We need to stop doing that. Well, from diameters to sizable surprises, we've got some more news.
Is the news.
Yes, as I did just say then, we have got a new event, the Sizeable Marks Poll of Surprises. This event is going to take place from April the 4th at 10 a.m. till April the 9th, 8 p.m. your local time. So it's only about a 5-day, actually, a little bit less than that, I think. Yeah, no, a bit more. About 5.5 days this event is going to be. The Sizeable surprises. Now, we're going to talk about everything that's in this event, but I know Milo is very excited for, well, probably, I think a shiny that you've wanted for a long time, I think, Milo, if that's correct.
I'm sizably excited.
We can see. now, moving on. First up, for this event, for these 5.5 days, you're going to get some event bonuses. Now, what you are going to get is you're going to get 2 times catch XP with nice throws or better. So if you get a nice, a great, or an excellent throw, you are going to get 2 times catch XP. If unfortunately you're like me and just lob the ball and you don't care at all, you just throw it willy-nilly, you won't get any extra XP. You are also going to get an increased chance to encounter extra small, as we said at the start of the show, and extra large Pokemon. So if you love your showcases, I certainly do not, then this is going to be an event for you. And of course, the last sort of event bonus, which I would probably say is the best one, which is what we all need in life.
I've just seen it.
It's going to be, Ian, stop, I'm trying to be serious. You are going to be able to get trainers increased. You're going to be able to get an increased chance to encounter, not with a costume, but a shiny Wailmer.
Thanos.
A shiny Thanos. Now, guys, we'll go over the wild encounters because obviously with every event, we are going to get some wild encounters. And these are... we'll talk about it after, but these are going to be up first, which can be shiny, is going to be Diglett.
Mantine.
Joltik.
Cutiefly.
The new shiny Wimpod.
Marlo, how do you feel, Marlo? You feeling good?
I'm feeling good about that. It's a good shiny.
Looks a little bit like you actually, Wimpod does. They can all be shiny, but the ones that can't be shiny are Tynamo
and Cetoddle.
Are these Cetoddle Camdy XL?
Yeah, you do, Marky.
It's not Sawaddle, it's Cetoddle. Now,
Cetoddle.
Some trainers, you might even encounter shiny Onyx and, of course, shiny Snorlax. So I can't say that I hate those. I think that's a good thing. So that is going to be your event bonuses, and your wild encounters. But up next, there's only one man to talk about 1-star raids.
Oh, yeah, we've got some 1-star raids, baby. I don't know what's worse, actually, 1-star raids or a boosted chance of a shiny Wailmer. Anyway, we'll let the 1-star raids do their bit. I just went to see Wailmer in there, actually, to be fair. But no 1-star raids for the event will be some of the shiny ones. That's Fungus, Clink, and Esper. I just still need Esper, and I do need another Clink, so I might be doing a few of them, actually, in person. And
Marky, is that like a laugh but not laugh? You're laughing, but you're like, actually, I might probably be doing those.
Do you know what? I probably will be doing those. I'll be doing the Esper raids up till now already. And Tadbulb that can't be shiny.
Now, if you thought they were bad, and actually there's a couple of okay ones there for once in the 1-stars, get ready for the 3-star raids. Oh my god. Okay, Alolan Executor, Galarian Wheezing. Seriously, why put these in raids? Gyarados and Snorlax will also be in 3-star raids. Snorlax is a chase, but anyone that went to Go Fest the other year is, the 3-stars aren't good. They're really not. Save your passes.
Save them for something we've already read out on the show with April's content update. The 5-star raids during this time, quite rightly, you're going to have Celesteela in the Southern Hemisphere with a shiny potential, and Katana in the Northern Hemisphere with the shiny potential. So those are definitely the ones you should be putting your passes into. And Mega Charizard X is going to be alongside in the Mega Raids as well.
And I feel Charizard X doesn't really get the love compared to Y, but it's a nice design.
Why is that though?
Why?
And what is an event without some field research task encounters? Now, at the moment, we don't know what they are, but with this, you can get Onyx, Snorlax, Wailmer, Cutiefly, and the new shiny Wimpod, which I think we're all going to be grinding, and of course, Tynamo, which unfortunately cannot be shiny just yet. There is going to be a collection challenge, and there is going to be Pokestop showcases, but at this moment in time, again, we're not sure of those details. But guys, we hope you have an amazing event there. for the Sizeable surprises, and tag us in your wins.
Don't forget Shiny Welber.
Yeah, tag us.
It's going to be everywhere.
Yeah, tag us
How
in
can
your.
you not forget it?
Tag us in your shiny XXL shiny Welmers. Definitely let us know if you get them. Now, gents, some say that Niantic interns think PhD stands for Potato Harvest Day and random means identical. All we know that it's time for
Ask the intern.
This is definitely becoming a reoccurring segment now. Oh dear. So we had it not too long ago with Kyoka's Raid Day, and now, as the intro maybe alluded to, there's been a technical issue with the showcase.
Technical. I love how you say technical.
Yeah. Well, it's in the actual text they put on the post. So Niantic Support tweeted out today, Tuesday, trainers, we have resolved a technical issue causing all Pikachu PhD caught so far to have the same CP, stats, attack, defense, and HP. These stats for all PhD Pikachu encountered moving forward will be randomly assigned like any other Pokemon encounters. So this has been out, for about a month, I think?
About 3-4 weeks, yeah.
Don't ask me.
And the good folks...
Ask your boyfriend, Milo. He was the first one to get one, wasn't he, I think?
Well, I was unaware of this until you said there was something on social media and looked. People who have acquired their Potato Harvest Day Pikachu noticed they all had the same CP and the same stats in the game, which was too much of a coincidence. So people suspected it was either a fully intentional thing or a good old error. And as it turns out, it's an error.
They should have just kept the mouth shut and just left it as like, oh, it's intentional. Everyone gets the same
Everyone
one because
gets
it's
the
that
same
clever.
thing.
Yeah.
Could have just rolled with it, but no. They made a post saying it was a mistake, and we've rectified it and made it better. And apparently, what happened briefly today is that those people who got one encounter that was locked with these IVs and stats got a second encounter, but then apparently they've turned that off again.
Yeah, it was only a small amount of people that got this. So some lucky bleeders have managed to get 2 Pikachu PhDs. Everybody else has not got any. So my takeaway from this is really Niantic should either go, right, everybody gets 2 encounters, blanket, or nobody does. Not a few lucky people do.
Obviously, gents, that is the Ask the Intern, I'm going to say bad news, but we do have some good news.
What?
Spotlight hour for next week. No, I'm joking. Go on, Marky.
Yeah, I think it's better news. I think that's probably the best way of describing this. But yeah, there's a new event, or there's going to be an event coming up between March the 29th and April the 15th, where we're going to be celebrating the London Games Festival. This all-inclusive IRL gameplay experience will be in Battersea. Okay, Battersea Power Station to be precise. But there will be gameplay and bonuses for you and an offer you don't want to miss. Starting with the in-game offer, you'll be able to get 50% off our special bundle, which includes 2 Incensed, 2 Super Incubators, and 2 Lucky Eggs for just 320 coins. This is only available for all UK and Ireland players, so you can take advantage even if you can't attend the festival. In London for those dates? ? Well, take part in person for the IRL gameplay and head to, the aforementioned Battersea Power Station to get involved. You'll be able to unlock these event-exclusive extras and rewards. Buckle in, everyone. This will make you want to fly over to London and take part in this. There is field research. Yes, if you send 5 gifts and attach a sticker to each one, you will get a Pokemon encounter. If you earn 6 hearts of your buddy, you will get a reward of a Pokemon encounter. And if you catch 10 Pokemon, you will get a reward of a Pokemon encounter. There's also timed research. That's me, you, and Pikachu. If you make a new friend, you will get 1,000 Stardust. If you trade a Pokemon, you'll get 1,000 experience. If you complete it, you'll get a Pokemon encounter, which is a red party hat Pikachu. They are giving you that information. If you take a snapshot of your buddy, you'll get a reward of 20 Pikachu candy. And if you get it all completed, you will get 1 incense and a lure. Now, this is the fun bit. Lures have a 3-hour lure duration during it, but that doesn't include your golden lure. And this is probably, no, I'm not going to say it. Lures have a chance for attracting unknown L, but please note it's not going to be shiny enabled. Damn.
It's an L for loser.
I don't know. It's just a B for Battersea, but no, it's L for
It
London.
should be L for let's not drive to London.
Yeah. L for let's not drive to London, Ian.
Yeah, I like that.
There are other bonuses for anyone who still cares. You get 2 times buddy assist chance and half Stardust cost for trades. But that's actually okay. I guess that's unlimited trades potentially. But I don't say for that special trades, so don't get excited. We can't wait to see you there. Well, we won't be there.
Well, you won't see us there.
Hold on. Here, listen,
actually, Coops, you and Whitfield probably could go.
Well, I was going to say, all jokes aside, if you are in the London area and you do have a dog, it's great. Battersea Power Station is great because obviously they've reverbed it from I think they've reverbed it last year, and you can actually go in now with your dogs. If you're on a dog walk at Battersea Park or in the area, you can walk through Battersea Power Station with your dog. It's really cool. You can go in all the shops and go into the coffee
event
shops.
dog friendly, Mark?
Yeah.
Anyone else want to say the word dog? Again, there's quite a lot of dogs in this section.
No, but genuinely, like I said,
Evie,
I wouldn't go to the area without a dog. But if you do have a dog, then definitely.
So that's your advice as Londoner. Don't go unless you've got a dog.
Yeah, no, it's just
Pikachu, the dog
Battersea.
Pokemon, Ian. Is that the dog Pokemon Pikachu? I don't know. Is it?
Well, it could be Pikachu with a dog hat, maybe. Don't laugh, Marky. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Have you seen? So on the top, they've got 4 massive, really long, thick sort of things that go
territory for Mark.
They go from the middle, all the way up to sort of pointing right up to the sky. Obviously, they've got 4, but I think you've got 1, haven't you? Is that? Is that
Nice.
Oh, okay. It certainly is. There's only 1 of them here. Unfortunately, I don't have the 4 that Battersea has. Battersea's trumping me on polls, I guess. But
We're going to call you Mark's Power Station now.
Are they poles or were they chimneys?
It was just a segue, Ian.
Mark's
It was
chim-
just
Mark's
a segue.
Mark's chimney.
So the boys have shared whether they have fallen for an April Fool's joke. So here are the stories shared. And I put in brackets, apologies in advance for this. It wasn't specific to Pokemon Go. Honest, winky face. I put please vote, comment and repost, you lovely people. So we had a few comments. We're not going to read all of them out, but we'll pick a selection very quickly. Lucy Davis has put, don't think I've ever fallen for an April Fool's joke, but I love the 8-bit graphic on Pokemon Go. That was awesome. I think most of us agree on that one,
Quite
Lucy.
right.
Kerry Young has put, I fell for an old friend saying she's got me a St. Bernard puppy. She got me hook, line and sinker. Proper April Fool's joke. Thank you for sharing that with us, Kerry. Barside2 has put a gif of Pidgey being attacked by Pokeballs in reference to Pidgey Pandemonium. April Fool's. Yeah, that's about it on the comments. So we're going to go straight to the result. We had 49 people voting tonight. And in 4th place, with 16% of the vote, we've got Being Fake Dumped with 16%.
Oh, what? Okay, fair enough.
Nice. That's a good thing, Coos.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Yeah, true, actually.
In 3rd place, with 20% of the vote, we have the airport pickup joke.
I did think that was quite a good
So
one.
this says a...
Nice.
I think when people play back and listen to it, they'll actually probably understand more of the context behind it, because the top 2 are both Pokemon Go related, and I think everyone can relate to that when they see it in the answers. So in 2nd place, with 29% of the vote, we've got the 8-bit graphic 10-day event. I've put in brackets with a little TV monitor next to it. Don't know why I did that. It seemed retro, I guess. Which means with 35% of the vote, and tonight's winner of the poll, we've got Pidgey Pandemonium.
Noise.
Brilliant.
We knew that was going to win, though, didn't we?
Good old Pidgey Pandemonium.
Of course, we knew that Pidgey Pandonium was going to win. Was that you, Milo? That was you, wasn't it?
Pidgey Panda what?
Pandonium.
Pidgey Pan.
Is that like the Pidgey pantomime?
Pidgey Panto.
The Pidgey Panto. But boys, from Pidgey Panto, let's talk about some shinies, shall we?
Shinies of the week.
Now, 14 hours ago, I've got a tweet here on... Sorry, I've got post here on X, from Cow in a Suit, at Cow in a Suit, at Incensed Podcast, an event ticket that paid off. What a surprise. Hashtag shinies of the week. Well, it's not shiny, but I'll let you off. As I said earlier, they did get 100% Zarude, a 1643 CP from the paid ticket. Congratulations, Cow in a Suit. Absolutely amazing. A hundo Zarude. Congrats.
Rightly to be smug on that one, that's for damn sure. I've got one here from Instagram. Would you believe it? So, Bravo 1883 has written in, hashtag shinies of the week. I had to read this one because it's a bit of a dig at what happened to me in McCotney. Hey Milo, look what I was able to snag. I'm sure there's supposed to be a laughing, crying face in there. It's got trash IVs, but hey, at least I was able to catch mine, lol. Hope you're still able to get one. See you at New York Go Fest, boys. And yet, Bravo managed to nab himself a shiny cottony with the flower crown on it. So, poggers, GG's, well done, dude.
Well, I'm going to go for one on Trusty X. This is from our boy Rimon. I like Rimon.
That's the
good
best
name, that. That's a great name. That's Rimonport 12. He's got this on the last day of the event during Holly. Was it Holy or Holly? Hashtag Pokemon Go, hashtag Incensed Podcast, hashtag Shinies of the Week. Shappy, Shiny, Tapu Lele, and two Milo, two shiny cottonies with the costume, which is what you could have had.
Oh. Smug.
And I'll round it out. I've been begging and pleading with you all to actually just send us a shiny of the week on Threads. We have had many over the weeks, but they were like 6 months ago, or like 26 weeks or whatever ago. But we have had one in the last week.
No.
Thanks to Maz, aka Osmo Lionheart, Patreon member, and we got one 2 days ago as we record this at Incensed Podcast. I was out hunting for the shiny costume Cottony today like crazy. Managed several shinies while listening to the late episode, just not the shiny. Hashtag shinies of the week. Hashtag no shiny is a bad shiny. And you know, we've got a bit of a shopping list of shinies here. So from one grind, shiny Poliwag, shiny Pooch. I still, funnily enough, want the shiny Pooch, and I can't get one. I checked so many last week. 2 shiny Pansage. Again, chasing that bad boy. Didn't happen. And the shiny Token Tangela. Yeah, a pretty decent haul there, actually. Well done. GG's.
Well, congratulations to everyone. And of course, if you do manage to get a shiny whilst listening back to any of our episodes, make sure you tag us on our social medias. Literally, all of those guys are going to be at Incensed Podcast. Now, we made it through, boys. We made it through another episode. Looking forward to next week. 165, is that correct, gents?
165.
Yes.
Who's in charge of that? Who's in charge of that train wreck?
That one with me, sunshine.
Well, make sure you do tune in next week for Ian Waterfall taking the reins on, of course, this amazing podcast. Now, before we do go, though, a lot of people do make this podcast happen, and those are your editors, Pokemon UK and Ian Waterfall. But, of course, everybody on our Patreon, that is the bronze and the silver tier, guys. Thank you so much for being a part. And if you don't want to be a part, please just go to Patreon/at Incensed Podcast. You can find us on there. Literally, guys, like I said, Incensed Podcast is where everything is at, whether that's TikTok, Threads, X, Patreon, merch. Everything's all at Incensed Podcast. And of course, we've got a link tree as well. But before we go, our gold tier members on our Patreon, as we always say every week, guys, thank you so much. And those being Hermes Ninja, JB, Clifford Mert, Darby Russ, Kerry and Zachary, Connolly, Apex_171, Mufti, Barside 2, thanks again for the ticket, Highbone, Maz, AK Osmo Lionheart, and Mandy Croft. Guys, thank you all so much. I know we say it every week, but thank you. Honestly, we really appreciate all what you do for us. Thank you all so much for tuning in to another episode. What?
Wait, boys, bad news.
What?
As you alluded to earlier, Mr. Cooper, next week's Spotlight Hour, 6 till 7 p.m. is going to be Zubat. But the good news is 2 times transfer candy.
So I thought you said good news.
That's all right.
Okay, that's all right.
That's Zubat candy.
That's all right.
Eternal optimist.
Trying to find the good in everything. Speaking of actual good things, guys, good luck with your shiny Shadow Mewtwo raid this weekend. I'm pretty sure Milo will be tweeting out his Shando, won't you, mate? Posting.
And yes.
Posing.
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 Yes,
you poser, Milo.
I'm all over the place. Let's call this a day, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you lot next week. Take care of yourself.
I choose you!